Welcome back to our weekly update. I'm Charlotte McLeod with investingnews.com, and I'm here to tell you about the mining industry stories that I found most interesting this week. The gold price hit a major milestone this week. Midway through the period, it broke through the $2,300 per ounce mark for the first time ever. The yellow metal's rise has been a long time coming, but in some ways it's been quicker than expected. I spoke with many experts at PDAC about a month ago, and while a number of them thought $2,300 was in the cards for 2024, they didn't necessarily see it happening so fast. Gold's increase came even as U.S. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell said the central bank needs to see more evidence that inflation is heading toward its 2% target before it begins cutting interest rates. I've repeatedly heard from industry commentators that gold will really start moving when the Fed pivots, and it's notable to see it remain strong without any firm commitment on when that turnaround will happen. Ross Norman of Metals Daily wrote an interesting article that I'll link to. In it, he explains why gold's price jump this week has left him nonplussed. While gold's ever-increasing price is grabbing headlines, silver shouldn't be forgotten. The white metal broke through $27 per ounce this week, and although it's pulled back since then, it remained above $26 at the time this video was recorded. Experts often emphasize that silver tends to initially lag behind gold, but then outperforms once it gets going. Whether that holds true during this cycle remains to be seen, but this week's movement has definitely created some excitement. Gold and silver weren't the only metals on the move this week. Copper prices rose to their highest level in 14 months. The red metal got a boost several weeks ago when Chinese smelters agreed to cut output on short supply. Since then, growing awareness of the red metal's tightening supply-demand situation has provided further support. I recently spoke with John Champalia of Sprott Asset Management about copper, and I recommend checking out the interview if you'd like a more in-depth look at the market. He said prices could be 10 to 20% higher in the next 6 to 12 months. In the uranium sector, two ASX-listed companies made progress this week, with Paladin Energy achieving commercial production at its mine in Namibia, and Boss Energy passing the final technical milestone needed for the restart of its Australia-based Honeymoon mine. Although miners are starting to turn uranium supply on, the broad consensus is that it won't be enough to sate increasing demand for nuclear power. I'll leave the links to these stories in the video description if you'd like to learn more. That's all for this week. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We'd also love to hear your thoughts, so leave us a comment below. We'll see you next time.